today. No structural damage there for him. But we already knew they had a stacked offense there. Antonio Brown really stepping up for this offense.
Yeah, he really did. And they've kind of had this set up for a while. So if they were going to lose Evans or if something would have happened to the receiving core, they're kind of loaded. They got Scotty Miller, they got Antonio Brown, and he stepped up at the right time. And when you look at the film, it kind of steps out to you that this team is starting to feel themselves, understand who they are, get into a mode ready for the playoffs. You watch Godwin come across. That's a linebacker matched up. You can't do that. You just can't do that in this league. You got a single safety. They're going to run a little switch route right here. Brady's going to hold the safety in the middle of the field. And this play's over before it began. Brady understanding what he wants. Byron Leftwich and those guys getting in sync, giving him the tools. Godwin makes a nice play. Now you look at what Antonio Brown brings. What did he do in Pittsburgh? He was great after the initial play broke down at finding space. So you'll watch this. Brady, and the protection's great here as well. Brady's looking up the field. Antonio is trying to find space. Where can I give my quarterback a throw? He was great in Pittsburgh. Brady and Antonio are starting to develop this same type of chemistry. Steals a touchdown pass from Scotty Miller. Scotty thought he had it. That wasn't yours. That was Antonio all day. And this is the other thing they're doing. Again, protection. This was my concern early in the year. It's gotten a lot better. This is the fifth progression. Fifth read, Antonio Brown. Look to the left, not there. Second guy up top, covered, right? 3, 4 underneath, covered. Number 5, pivots back out. This is an old stable from the New England Patriots. So those things are starting to show in this playbook as well as Antonio escapes out the backside. And now he's still dynamic to make a play down the field. Ends up being a touchdown. So this is a very scary offense. They're developing and they're peaking at the right time because that's what you want. You want to play your best football as you're going into the playoffs. That's what they're doing right now. Kind of scary if you're an opposing defense.
Yeah, might have some people a little bit shook as they head into the postseason here. All right, let's switch to the AFC. Oh, Dolphins. I mean, David, I don't even have words for that kind of loss against the Bills. But I am trying to glean the silver lining in all of this because if you look at Josh Allen, what he has done, what this Bills team has done, but we weren't talking about Josh Allen like this when he first entered the league. I mean, now he's in the MVP conversation. So I switch it this way to the Dolphins. What have you seen so far from Tua? Can they develop him into that top-tier quarterback that the Dolphins really need?
Yeah, so if you're a Dolphins fan, which I know you are, MJ, condolences, I'm sorry. They're just a year early. This team is right there. Obviously a great defense, well-coached, good young quarterback, and some good pieces. I think what you're going to see is they're different players. Josh Allen and Tua aren't the same type of player. Josh Allen has incredible physical abilities. He can do things that most guys can't do. Tua is going to have to build into and utilize some of this stuff. You see what we saw here with the bootlegs, get him out on the perimeter. He gets the ball out of his hand quick. I honestly think that Tua is farther along in his first year than Josh Allen was. So that's a good sign if you're a Miami Dolphin fan. You got your guy. Now just build in some of this. You know, Mooch did a great piece several weeks ago with Steve Young and Tua, and they looked very similar. You can utilize the same type of offense, get the same type of production, honestly, and you can have this quarterback for 2 decades out there slinging the rock in Miami. You got to build good defense around him. They're going to be there. This is the team, though. They're going to have to watch this film over the next 3-4 months and say, what do we need to get over the hump? Because the Bills right now are in charge of this division, so they got to find a way to get over that hump.
Hey, could we flag this specific chat for the start of the 2021 season? Because I'm holding on to this, David. Thank you for that. All right, let's head to the NFC North. We've got some more action for you. Packers at Bears. Green Bay with the #1 seed in that first round bye on their minds. Second quarter, Packers ball trailing by 3. It's third and short. Aaron Rodgers, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Are you kidding me? 72 yards for the touchdown. Packers win it 35-16. Rodgers, 240 yards and 4 touchdowns. So among all things Aaron Rodgers is great at, here's a look at A-Rod targeting the slot. He leads the league in completion percentage, passing touchdowns, and passer rating when targeting the slot. We get it. He's the MVP.
This is a special season. This will always be a special season for me. Usually the older you get, I think anybody over 30 can appreciate, especially the dads in the room and the moms. But the emotions, the perspective changes a little bit. I think you're a little, each moment is a little more special, and but a lot of hugs and a couple dance moves from the floor. I will, I don't like to share too much from the locker room, but I do think somebody should ask him to show some of the dance moves that he performed.
Hey, Willie, let's get to 4 downs.
All right, Mooch, we got 4 downs. We got some quick hitters, and I know you want to start by talking about your Green Bay Packers.
I grew up a Packer fan, yeah. Well, I know that the Packers, Willie, are the real deal. You just saw Aaron Rodgers. They went 13-3 again for the second year in a row. #1 seed. This thing will go through the frozen tundra, and Old Man Winter is a Packer, just so you know. Aaron Rodgers is going to be the MVP, I think, and you got Matt LaFleur, might be the coach of the year, and Devontae Adams may be the offensive player. Yes, the Packers, Willie, are for real.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to the frozen tundra. Aaron Rodgers and them are playing too well. And how about the Saints? The Saints are playing really well, right? But how about playing really well without your whole running back? Nobody, all your running backs, especially the engine, one of the most dangerous weapons in the league, Alvin Kamara, was not there. Still, Drew Brees went out and threw to 12 different people. 12 different people touched the ball on the offensive side. 4 different people scored touchdowns. This shows you how great Sean Payton is, how masterful he is in his play design, personnel groups, and the way he's able to go out no matter what he has available and still make his offense potent.
Yeah, well, Willie, there was no lack of running backs over there in Tennessee because the King Henry is still there. He only needed 223 yards to hit that 2,000 mark. Everybody and their dog knew that he was going to get a lot of touches, and he still got 250 and went over that 2,000-yard barrier. That's unbelievable. He's only the 8th player in the history of the world to do it. He's done it 3 times in a row against Houston. They got to figure it out. I can't wait. You know what? The last 6 out of 7 guys that have rushed for 2,000 yards won at least